Hi, my name is Jeremy. I'm a fabricator and mechanic, and I'm on a journey to build a 1937 Auto Union Type C. In this episode, we're going to go over how to completely disassemble a Volkswagen Beetle front torsion beam. Let's get to the video. Now, first thing you have to notice is that there are nuts on here, and that means there are no torsion bars in this. So for the torsion bar removal aspect, we will be using this beam. So when you see a different looking beam that's kind of rotted out and bent, don't worry. This one will be all of the basic disassembly stuff, like taking off the spindles, steering gear, all that crap. And then when we go to do pull the torsion springs out, well, pull the control arms off and then the torsion springs out, it will be a different beam, but don't worry. It's all under control. I got this. First step, remove the brake drums. So we're gonna pull this cap off. There's a nut behind here. This will just kind of floof off. And then we will, you can see here, there's some bolts. We will pull the backing plates off as well, so it's bare spindles. Break the ball joints loose, tie rods loose, take off this. We'll just do it, okay? Just pay attention. So if you look here, this is full of junk, but this is an Allen head socket. So unlike on your normal, typical American or pretty much anybody else spindle, there's no cotter key. So what you do is you take your Allen wrench, thing, unlock this. And then, come on, one more. Okay, you'll note here, it says L, that's for left. So then, the left side is left-hand thread. Pretty intelligent. That way, as the wheel is turning, it would tighten this if it were to spin. On the other side over there, it's right-hand thread. So the same principle. If this is loose and it's turning, the wheel is gonna try to tighten it. So we'll pop this dude off. This is just a really ingenious little deal. And here you can see the hollow spindle I was telling you about. This is where your speedo cable would come through. Now we're gonna pop this dude off. And there are 3 bolts, pop, 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 those 3. The backing plate will come off. Pop off the tie rods, and then we're going to break the ball joints loose. I'll show you a cool trick for that. Another cool little note, there are no cotter keys or anything on these. They are a locking nut, and they have these 3 little wings that interact with the threads, and basically they are horizontal, so they are twisted like a spring against the threads and apply tension into the threads just like it's spring loaded. So it's a lock washer, but not a crimped style or a nylock style. Almost forgot, we also need to take the shocks loose. So there's a bolt on top and one in from the side. We'll pop those loose real quick. Now the trick I was going to show you. So this might not be a big enough hammer. This is like 1.5 pounds, but anytime you have a tapered seating, like a ball joint or a tie rod or anything like that, if you give her a good whack on the edge in this area, it will ever so slightly expand because this is forged, so this is steel. It will ever so slightly deform the hole momentarily until it springs back, which will give you long enough for this to pop loose. What that does is keeps you from destroying the boot with like a pickle fork, keeps you from destroying the threads by whacking into that, and it usually is the quickest way to do it. So we'll see if I can do it on camera. Of course not. Well, that already broke that one loose just from whacking at this thing. And this is your camber adjustment nut, or not nut, but eccentric. So this adjusts both camber and caster. There we go. See? Easy peasy. Put that away, and then we'll see if we can get this one. Ta-da! Now, spindle is loose. Put that there. So this side's apart, and what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna take these two off. You take this loose as well. This is the steering damper. I was very kindly informed that I misspoke, that this assembly here is not a steering dampener, it is a steering damper. Whatever. So now we can take our steering gear loose. It has two bolts. Boop. They're hard to see, but there's one here, right there, and one right there. So we'll pop those loose, steering gear comes off. If these weren't put together by someone who's an incompetent idiot, these have a little locking tab here. You have to I'll have to get at it with a hammer. I'll have to get at this with a hammer, but there's a little sheet metal tab folded over right here. And you have to undo that, otherwise you can't get to the nut, or the bolt. And here you can see, fold it out of the way where you can actually access it. And this will come off. So you want to keep it with your fastener. Then this cap comes off, knock all the junk out. And then here, you can see there's two little tabs that stick out. Those register with these. And gears have a different marking, have a different location because the gear has to sit more like that. So on a Beetle, the gear sits about like yay. And on a gear, it's a lot flatter like that. So then you just pull the steering gear out. Index, that's what this is called. Allen key index, just like a drill index, except for Allen keys. And you can, if they're stuck, you can use the Allen to turn them to break them loose. This is our other beam down to where we were when we left off. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get an Allen in here and then break this nut loose and then unscrew this. That clamps this arm onto the torsion bar. And this one you can see has some resistance because it actually has torsion bars. And then to pull the torsion bars out, you undo this, same thing, put an Allen in here, crack this screw, undo it, slide the torsion bars out. Well, torsion packs out. So okay, so these are our torsion packs. You can see they're made up of a bunch of individual leaves, and then there's a notch cut into the center 4 or 5 that conical stud I showed you goes in the ends where the arms are, and in the center here. There you go. And in the center of it as well. The top spring pack looks usable. The bottom, however, is toast. It's got a bunch of broken springs. It's really rusty. I mean, it's just junk. But we at least have a spring pack to start with. So I'll probably still have to buy new spring packs, but we do at least have the good control arms that do not have the end drilled out. That is how to completely disassemble a Volkswagen front beam. Actually, technically 2 Volkswagen front beams, but that's it.